Hello there, welcome back to the channel. My name's Harry from HS Carpentry. Welcome back to another video. In this video we're doing kind of a day in the life. We're not really looking at one project in particular, just overall what happens throughout the day. Today we're in the workshop and we're working on the fitted wardrobes. You can see behind me, these are made out of entirely Scandinavian redwood. We've got two that we are fitting, one in the master bedroom and then one in the spare bedroom, both in loft conversion of sorts. So yeah, they are quite complicated, so towards the tail end of last week we started working up the panels and getting everything set, today is going to be predominantly getting everything fixed together. The final touches, sanding and bits and pieces, and then getting everything ready for install later in the week, depending on whether that might be tomorrow or it might be Thursday, Friday. So we'll see how we get on, but let's have a quick closer look at the wardrobes. Okay, so as you can see, this is one set. So we have here, we've got two double doors, which we made up last week. So it's just some nice raised panel, 4-panel doors to go into this area here. Now, this is obviously the main section here. This is where we started from, worked our way out. We've then got a shelving unit, which are going to be coming from the floor up to the top of the door frame, and then obviously that shelf at the bottom will act as like a big storage area at the top. And then over here, we're going to have one hanging rail, which is just underneath there. So that's basically this wardrobe here. Then to the side of this, we have a dressing table. Underneath that dressing table, we've got some knee space, which is going to be about 800 from that edge there. And then here, basically, just in line with that festal box, is going to be a tongue groove door, just for it to act as a little cupboard. So now where you see that gap coming up there, there is a rafter that's in the way of the wardrobe. Well, I say in the way, that's obviously protruding out, as it's in a loft conversion. So we've left that area there, and then what we're going to do once that rafter's in and we've got this section in, we'll then be cutting in a blanking plate on the front so that we can then obviously have our two doors to be able to access that space up the top there. And then down this edge here, where obviously this is going to be the wall, the skirting, we'll then be running a fillet down the same as we do with any other wardrobe. So that's that one. And then as well as that, we have obviously the two main panels for the spare bedroom for wardrobes. This one's a little bit simpler. It's just going to be the main carcass, then one big tongue groove door on the front, again in Scandinavian redwood. Then on the inside of that, one shelf and some big hanging space. And then to the right hand side of that, we have a little unit which is going on caster wheels so that it can be pulled out, because you're right underneath and basically at the ashlar wall. So yeah, so that will be on the right hand side of that, where the client can then pull it out, access it without having to climb under and crawl through in that tight space. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're working on. Try and get these finished up, get them as far along today as we possibly can, and then ready for install. Okay, so obviously you just saw a couple of clips of us running up the couple of short lengths for the tongue and groove above doors in the master bedroom wardrobes. We're just getting these in the clamps now, and then we can run the braces for them, which will get screwed and glued on when we're on site. Reason being is I've done these oversized because although I know the height, I don't know the actual width, because we have that, obviously the rafter come in, so just to alleviate from any issues when we're on site, we can then escape that by just having them oversized and cutting them on site. And the same when it comes to actually run them into the frame. So we'll do all the cutting then, and then screw and glue the braces on when we're on site, and then that way we can mount our hinges. When we're there, it won't really add that much time when we're on site. You just saw me turn that piece around, because with obviously any lamination, when you're gluing up multiple pieces, it's important to get the cupping of the timber alternating. So you'll notice that one on the two outside pieces, the crown is going the opposing way to the one in the middle. Obviously, if you'd had 5 or 6 pieces, you'd just alternate one by one. So one coming that way, one going that way, and one going that way, and so on and so forth. So I was just swapping it around, making sure I had that the right way around. So they're in the clamps, like I say. We can run up the braces now, get them done, using a couple of bits of sapele from either side, just some thin bits, because it's softwood, so obviously the clamps would actually push into that, so we don't want any dents that we'd then have to try and get past when we're fitting all of this. So yeah, and that way you get a nice tight bond, a long whole piece, bringing them all in. So these are now done. Once that's gone off, they can go into the pile ready for sanding. And ready to go up to site. But now, like I say, it's time to make the braces. We've got the frame. We're going to run the rebate on that now, get that done. So these are all ticked off. And then it's a case of running up our battens for our supporting shelves. All of it's just going to be fixed to the walls behind, because the client's already had the walls all wallpapered. So he wants to see some of that instead of obviously just covering up with carcass. So that's why obviously there's a few bits and pieces here and there. And obviously we're having the battens instead of just an entire shelving unit to go in. It saves on a bit of material that way. And B, obviously, you're still going to be able to see the nice wallpaper he's got there.
It's almost like falling in love for the first time, all over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me.
Okay, so we've got now all the remaining panels and obviously the door here for the secondary bedroom. So what we're going to do now, we've got a few little bits and pieces to do. We've got to drop some glass templates off, ready for cutting for another project. Pick up some more material. We're going to need a couple more lengths of the redwood for some fillets and bits and pieces, and then hopefully by that time we would have heard that another order from Screwfix is ready for collection. So go get all those bits done, get back here, and then we can continue sanding. We've then got to run the frame up for this door and the architrave, and then we're pretty much there. Everything's then ready for a sand and tying up the last little bits and pieces. Okay, so just got back to the workshop, managed to drop off the glass templates and pick up the timber, but we haven't heard from Screwfix yet, so we're not sure whether that's in. So we're just going to start getting all of the gear outside from the van and get that in and get back to making these panels up. So we just picked up some more of the redwood, which is pre-planed this time, so it makes life a lot easier, so we can just run straight the tongue and groove or dominoes, however we're going to do these last few panels, and yeah, get them back to it. So yeah, let's get the van unloaded and crack on. So it is now 5 o'clock, near enough to the dot. Pretty much more of the same this afternoon, gluing panels up, getting them ready, and yeah, just machining really. So that's where we're at now. We have all of the panels glued up, ready for sanding. They're all going to get sanded tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be fitting the new front door, which I've got to go and pick up this evening. So, but for now we need to get all the tools in the van. So one last look around the workshop. Obviously we have one of said panels there, along with 1, 2, the door for that wardrobe, 3, 4, 5 panels there, ready for Thursday install. So yeah, like I say, they're all going to be getting sanded tomorrow, along with me fitting that front door. So yeah, for now though, we need to get the tools in the van ready for tomorrow, and go and pick this door up. So yeah, let's get to it.
Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing.
Okay, so that's all done. Us done at the workshop for tonight. Packed everything up, as you saw, got everything in the van, just having one last look around, but I think we're pretty much there. And yeah, ready to go and pick this door up. So we need to head down to Felixstowe, pick the door up, and then get back ready for football. Busy, busy, busy. Okay, quick sneak peek. We've just got the door picked up. As you can see, it is dry and it's just had a last little coat of the gloss black on the front, but it's going to dry up absolutely stunning. We've got one of our bespoke Belection mouldings on here, so yeah, just a simple 4-panel Victorian door, brass hardware going on this. Really excited to get this one in tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to end the video there for now. We just picked the door up, as I said, as you just saw, so that's all ready to go for tomorrow. And yeah, so a pretty productive day really. Made good headway on the wardrobes. So once we finish tomorrow with this door, we can then get ready for Thursday and Friday, fitting these redwood wardrobes. So yeah, no, it was good. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought, please do. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, slowly trying to improve the quality of the content that we give to you, which is why we've been a bit quiet. So we thought we'd try this, film it entirely on the iPhone with a new microphone set up and see how that works. So yeah, as I say, if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again.